Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone and good afternoon. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Hanisha Maulani Putri and my friend
Muhammad Farhan Rahman Lubis, Marcel Sekitaran,
Hamidah Mairani, Hafitri Andriti Baru Hasibuan.
Fernando Ginting.
Here we will interview a swimming athlete and her name.
Hello everyone, my name is Aisyah Nadine Lubis. I'm from Padang Sidimpuan.
And now we will enter the interview session.
Okay. Number one, how long have you been an athlete?
Okay, I've been swimming at it for 12 years ago. That's it.
Okay, last question. During your time as athlete, what was your most fight against XCFN?
So I have competition in Malaysia, and then I have a big represent Indonesia, and I also competition like a big city like Jakarta, Bandung, and more like a big city.
Okay. How do you feel about being an athlete in North Sumatra?
Okay. I feel a little sad because here being an athlete, athlete is not really since or giving a stage like kayak seperti kompetisi yang besar kayak seperti four wheel dan kompetisi-kompetisi besar seperti Porprov di Sumatera Utara kurang diperhatikan sebagai atlet renang.
Next question, how did you struggle to become an athlete?
My struggle is so difficult when I'm 3 times trained in a day, and then we are swimming most able to maintain rest time and maintain health and nutrition food. Seperti kayak saya bisa sehari saya 3 kali latihan seperti pagi, siang sampai sore. Nah, saya juga jadi atlet renang itu tidak gampang ya tentunya. Harus perhatikan nutrisi makan, istirahat, latihan seperti itu.
Next question, what movement do you usually do when practicing?
In swimming, there are 4 styles. The first style is butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. And in my opinion, kalau atlet renang itu juga sudah pasti bisa menguasai 4 gaya tentu saja, seperti kupu-kupu, punggung, dada, dan bebas. Dan di renang and the swimmer itu kita punya gaya spesialisnya masing-masing. Jadi nanti seperti di pertandingan and the competition kita punya gaya spesialisnya masing-masing. Contohnya kayak seperti saya, gaya kupu. Jadi itu gaya yang menurut saya paling jago, paling cepat, yang mungkin bisa saya andalkan.
Next, warming up like what you often do before starting a match.
Yang pasti, wait, tunggu. Oh iya, oke. Definitely, first thing first itu kita mesti pray to God, minta ke Tuhan kelancaran, kekuatan untuk bertanding. Yang pasti aku juga stretching kayak stretch like my arms, my hand, my shoulder, or like my toe and my core, like that.
What motivation to continue practicing and improve your swimming skill?
Okay, first of all, my motivation comes from my parents, of course, my friends, and my coach. And also, I have a goals. Jadi pasti setiap atlet juga punya goalsnya masing-masing. Yang pasti kita ya seperti atlet pada umumnya, kita punya tujuan yang tinggi, yang punya tujuan ingin bercita-cita yang lebih besar lagi, lebih tinggi lagi, membawa nama Indonesia, contohnya seperti itu.
What do you to maintain a balance between in your swimming skill and your collect?
Okay, it's very difficult because my lecture schedule often classes. Jadi untuk imbangin like balance buat latihan, practice, and kuliah itu juga sulit bagi saya because jadwalnya selalu nabrak. Jadi kurang bisa untuk saya yang menyeimbangkan untuk kuliah saya, di mana saya juga mahasiswa. Jadi susah untuk latihan dan kuliah seperti itu.
What do you expect from yourself and in your team to the next competition?
What is pertain in every swimmer, what improve their performance every competition, and of course I want to be like that, and I want to good in the best time, continue to be good, and I want to keep competing in more prestigious event. Kayak contoh saya juga pengen punya event yang saya mau ingin mengikuti event yang lebih besar lagi, yang lebih tinggi lagi, nggak hanya di sini-sini saja, tidak di Indonesia saja tentunya.
Okay, what makes you interested in this sport?
Okay, I was once asked to become a karate athlete, but I didn't like because karate itu kayak menurut saya ya sangat kasar, jadi saya tidak suka olahraga yang seperti itu. Nah, terus kenapa saya pilihnya berenang? The fun fact that swimming is sport yang paling sedikit cederanya. Jadi dia rata-rata swimmer itu jarang cedera, tapi sekalinya cedera itu parah, seperti itu.
Okay, next. What was the first championship you won a medal in?
The first time I win was in 2016 at the Popdasu event in Sumatera Utara, of course in Medan. Saya memenangkan bronze medal, juara 3, dan saya juga dapat gelar atlet termuda pada saat itu.
Okay, how did you get into this sport?
Definitely practice and I have a goals. Kayak yang sebelum saya bilang tadi, pasti semua atlet juga punya goalsnya masing-masing, dan tentunya kalau untuk menekuni olahraga tersebut ya pasti latihan, dan orang tua juga harus berpartisipasi, memberikan motivasi untuk anak-anaknya gitu.
Okay, I question what are the basic technique that a beginner swimmer should master?
Okay, again and again, in my opinion, as a swimmer, the first technique you must master in getting, you know how to breathe in water. Jadi kita belajar berenang itu bukan langsung bisa ya, tentu saja. Kita harus belajar pengenalan air dulu, belajar nafas dulu, biar juga badannya nggak terkejut, kayak nggak shock gitu di dalam air gitu.
Thank you. Next question. How can I improve my strength and endurance while swimming?
In my opinion, just swimming alone it's not enough tentunya, karena buat kekuatan tubuh like strength your body, endurance it also requires strength in the legs, arms and core. Jadi buat berenang aja tuh sebenarnya nggak cukup, kita mesti latihan kekuatan kaki, kekuatan badan, tubuh. Yang pastinya kan berenang juga seluruh tubuh itu main, kayak kepala, tangan, bahu, kaki, seperti itu.
Your next question. How do I coach the right swimming style for a beginner?
Swimming for beginners is a breaststroke or freestyle. Karena dari dimanapun ya, mungkin kalau kalian belajar berenang, kalian harus bisa belajar gaya dada atau gaya bebas dulu, baru bisa langsung lanjut ke gaya-gaya yang susah, yang sulit, seperti gaya kupu, gaya punggung, seperti. Jadi pokoknya buat yang beginners, yang pemula, itu dia belajarnya gaya dada dulu, gaya bebas dulu, seperti itu.
Okay. And question last. What is your daily or weekly training routine during the competitive season and off season?
Okay. In a week, I have training schedule each or which include physical training and other training. Jadi yang pastinya seminggu saya sudah punya jadwal latihan, kayak latihan di air, berenang, latihan fisik untuk daya tahan tubuh tentu saja. Terus latihan aja sih, istirahat setiap hari, seperti itu.
Okay, next. What part of training do you find most challenging and how do you overcome the challenge?
For me, endurance it's very challenging karena latihan untuk daya tahan tubuh itu tidak mudah, yang tentunya tidak mudah, itu sangat sulit karena ngetes kayak seperti ketahanan daya tubuh kita gitu.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you to Nadine for taking the time to interview us. That's all for our interview. See you again and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, athlete.